from Me Too didn't pan out. Who knew you could shrink your spine down and shift in your seat and just switch where you stand now? And I'm sure it's all worth it for your big fat handout. Just don't get caught around Joe with his hands out, eyes elsewhere, tongue out, pants down. You chose to take the word of one man who gladly held civil rights ransom over countless women who have been touched and sniffed and grabbed and whispered to on camera. Not to mention one staffer who found herself out of a job when she wouldn't accept his advances. Not that it stopped him from forcing his hands, cause he was a powerful man and he assumed that she thought he was handsome. Now what did you say about giving all victims their chances? About trusting the courage of those who would speak in the face of such monstrous detractors? About trusting the stories of women who are abused in a system that sees them as actors? See, Alyssa, an actor is someone who's paid to portray different characters. Sometimes dramatic, comedic, absurdist, or sometimes a rape defense strategist. So based on the size of the check, is this payoff exceeding your averages? I guess it would have to be. Look at the people that you're taking advantage of. I don't think anyone decent could sleep in the night knowing they sold out sex abuse victims months after standing with them, months after saying how we need to embrace their decisions to speak and not be surprised when people just believe what they read, find themselves quickly misled, find themselves saying that they don't believe. Just how much money to make up a loophole where you can save face while betraying your scruples? Just how much money to trample your morals and peddle a possible pedophile with a straight face like you're loyal? Warren's just a garden snake, Alyssa is a cobra in the soil. From the venom in her mouthpiece straight through the cold blood coursing through her coils. And I hope that she hears this and somehow it gets to her more than the rest as she positively boils. So if you see her spitting venom, man, you can't blame a desperate snake trying to sell a little oil. Times are tough and time is up for senators and royals. Ignore all the Epstein connections and inner circle yacht parties held by your employers. Alyssa says it's fine, and you should say it's fine, or she might call her lawyer. And I would hang that cease and desist on the wall like a trophy of war, a piece of a country I entered unseen and I left its destroyer. It's a victory to me if I'm up under your skin and you're reaching for the pliers. Pretend I'm a voyeur, show me the fire. Once for the record, Alyssa Milano, I've called you an overpaid liar.
Because guess what? What has every major crime bill that's gotten this far been? A Democratic crime bill. A Democratic crime bill. That's the secret. A Democratic crime bill. A Democratic president wants 100,000 cops.
I guess in the end that it's just a crapshoot. Who denounces the true you versus who backs you? Knowing you would skin the poor to make a tracksuit. Knowing you'd begin a few wars if your overlords asked you. Knowing that the ink's not dry on the last few. And knowing that your voters aren't living in a goddamn vacuum. We see through you, Joe, we see past you. Joe, we know you only want to kick trans folks out the bathrooms. Spittle up some dreck about family values.
That's the secret.
Take away our weed and then say that we just need Valium. Joe Biden, patron saint of Big Pharma, knows no karma, and all of our media paints him as valiant. Well, I'm here to tell you the spirit of Biden exists in a cursed medallion that rose out of hell like smoke in the form of 1,000 stallions. A dead battalion, eyes blood red with a lust for the violence of racial injustice.
That's the secret.
I come to bury Joe and burn a candle for Augustus. It's maybe not a song you would dance to, but something of substance. Something in place that can warn you when liberals lie while they're looking you straight in the eye and they say you can trust us.
That's the secret.
I come to bury Joe and burn a candle for Augustus. Maybe you didn't get what I meant. This is not a political event. It's the winter of our discontent. Half of us will not make rent. I might burn my masters just to keep warm. Big white lies. No silver lining under smoke gray skies. And all of the streets ran red, but the blood sure kept our feet warm. So vote for the wolf in sheep form. Defund police before we're all deformed. Take our free speech, we'll speak in the tongues of C4. Our lungs need more to send us packing than tear gas thrown from the hands of fascists who killed their cams and take off their badges, all while Biden and Kamala fund our assassins and offer us nothing but platitudes. They'll tell us go out and vote and then clean up your attitudes. Well, Joe, fuck you to death and the donors you fed us to. Go out and vote and then clean up your attitudes.
A Democratic president wants 100,000 cops. A Democratic president wants 100,000 cops.
Born in the shadows of graves, dug for the victims of war or the bodies of negligent poverty, labeled as either essential or brave. We had to watch them lay old Lady Liberty down on the lathe, shave all her salient features away. 'Cause we like our women condemned, we like our women contained, we like our platitudes flaccid and vague, and we like to deify people objectively late for the Hague. We like our senators boneless, because we've only elected the spineless, who all lack backbone and possibly teeth, because they don't bite back and they don't speak up. They resign like sheep into silence. I don't have much hope when the meek all inherit the planet, because they fumbled the House and the Senate and handed the reins to the people they spent 4 years all proclaiming as baseless, corrupted upholders of bigotry, leeching our taxes like bandits. When all of our leaders are wearing that standard. All of them work for the global purveyor of violence, pollution, genocide, bias, fascism, child starvation through sanction, cultural cleansing, and propaganda. Black Mariah, White Miranda, Streets Crescendo, Fascist Answer. Any donation you give them is feeding the cancer. Bloating their egos so they can come dangle the carrot, promise you $2,000 and hold it for ransom. Like we should fall all over ourselves when the squad tweets. We should lick the squad's boots, kiss the squad's feet. They ask, what would the money we promised you months ago actually mean? What would a one-time check to pay part of your rent and allow you to eat for a week mean to you and your family of 3? Tell us you need it. Tell us you want it so bad. We can't hear you. Tell us how thankful you are for the squad, 'cause we're all that you have. Tell us how grateful you are that we watered a bill down to please the Republicans, knowing their votes weren't needed to see that it passed. That's called unity. When your overlords can get along peacefully and agree on the most cost-effective way to starve American families to death, discreetly kill off the disabled, and slaughter people of color with impunity in broad daylight, that is what they mean by unity. That's what they want us to be fucking thankful for. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? Now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. Why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen? What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first? Man, I thought we were founded on abolishing the tyranny of those who would starve a village all to live empirically. And I regret that I have only one life to give for my cause now that I can see the cause so clearly. I want our leaders, regardless of party, to fear me. I will pick my targets and assassinate them lyrically. I will bring them out into the town square, hook them to the pillory and leave them there. Hillary, I'll see you there. Hillary, I'll see you there. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? Now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. Why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen? Welcome to the fantasy of rhetoric. Welcome to the last of the free speech while we can get it. And I promise you can get it. All you corporate Democrats, second wave Confederates, GOP illusionists, and neo-Nazi bureaucrats. And Stephen fucking Miller, I will see you in the aftermath. When all the laws are dust, there's just moral justice after that. And I will hunt you through the wasteland if it comes to that. So I can rub you in the dirt like a cheap human Brillo pad. I can sleep fine when our beds are burning, Stephen, but I'll turn around and run into the blaze to get my pillow back. As long as I can lay my head down, I can live with that. I can deal with a little ash. I can feel like a little of the old me burn with the bed and the rest of my past. The old world where we all lived and we can't get back. The old world where you didn't give and you'd still get back. Where you could rake in 12 billion and give none back. Those days are behind us, the virus will kill all that. Your wealth is behind us and kindness is meant for the past. Our leaders would bind us and starve us and call it a fast. A sacrament meant for their God that they garnish in cash. And they feed it the poor by the hundreds, that's all that it asks. Its hunger is legion and people in need are all it will have. So our only chance is to starve it and hope that it turns on them. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your hands. Can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your hands.
Mother and baby on razor's edge. Don't give a shit what your paper said. Economy creeping up out of red. They divvy your shit a little bit of bread. Miles away from that lady's ledge. Her senator waking safe and fed. Ain't got a paper to read in bed. Jerking them off as they count the dead.
Gorillas in the mist, skin suits in the Senate. Water in the streets, chest deep like it's Venice. Water out a tap in Jackson comes blacker than resin. Black incidentally like most of its residents, which is why it isn't on your television, isn't on the lips of your president. Well, I'm admitting that as evidence. I've been fleshing out a case to be made for the testament. I don't know what our collateral count is, but doubt it is less than the estimate. You just show us a hospital, watch as we Dresden it. Our propaganda gets taken to heart, and you're scarfing it, like it or not. If you think that you aren't, I would urge you to pick that apart, cause you're drinking it, smoking it, driving it, dressed in it. We pay for it, pray to it, bathe in it, fill up the basin, and babies are blessed in it. Ask no questions, bask in the pestilence. See, honey, when the plague goes live, you'd be wise to invest in it. See, honey, when the plague goes live, just between you and I, that's an industry sign that they're all done testing it. And come 2025, they will all be confessing it. And then a few small fry fall guys all fly from the precipice, who were doomed to be wasted like shell corporations, dissolving to vapor, then gone with the resonance, gone with the sense and the sentiments, gone with the dust of the remnants, gone with the ghosts of the regiment, gone like those families in Gaza whose bodies and homes are demolished when Israel sets up a settlement. Gone like your chance at a settlement. Gone like the hope of apologies out of those funding our deadliest research and backroom development. Gone like your shot at a measly I'm sorry from the mouths of our own bioterrorists.
Did it work? Are we doing it? I think so.
It worked.
I think so.
I think we're here.
Hey, everyone.
We're here. We're here.
Charlie
We're really
season?
well. Are we here?
I'm not gonna do the last week.
I don't see us yet on YouTube.
Really?
Just okay. I see us. I see us. We're alive. We're real. We're here.
Yay!
We're really here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
That's the smooth one. Oh, I gotta pause that. Okay, it's American tradition. It's INN. It's Tuesday. It's 2 weeks from the last time we did a show.
This is true.
And it was.
These are all true facts.
It was an honor to. It was honoring Charlie Mack, and now we are at round 2 as we promised last time. And I'm gonna show the thumbnail. So we've got literally Charlie Mack part 2. We got double the Charlie Mack.
So I'm gonna have to make the lady screaming at the cat meme where one says Charlie Mack part 2, the other says Charlie part Mack 2. Because my brain reads it both ways.
Oh, you mean on the thumbnail, Charlie part Mack 2?
Charlie part Mack 2.
I was gonna do it the other way and have it say Charlie Mack part 2, but it wouldn't look the way on right on the card.
Yeah, no, it was
Mac 2. What is Mac 2 on the Charlie part? Like, no, it's got to say Charlie Mack and part 2. Like, I don't know. Oh,
next episode is Charlie Mach 2, and it's Charlie as like a race car.
Nice. There we go.
We do this all day.
Sean the Accord Lord's here. I see Funky Monkey in the house. Cynic, of course. Fam's here. How are you, sweetie? Wesley Donison. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Fred Edwards.
Sean,
no, we're not doing boats tonight. No boats.
Sean, there was a stellar playlist on Friday.
Wrong show. Yes. Chili Mac 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, that's good. Reef. I'm down with that. That's what he heard. Well, let's see. I saw Angel was here. Angel, what did he say? Game over, man. Yep, game over. It's been crazy. Go check out Angel in the Afternoon on Friday nights and Pro Wrestling Talk on the Ocho. That's doing well. We did an Uncensored Boats on Sunday night. That was a really good time. Honestly, Uncensored Boats, greater than regular boats. And we all have to kind of admit it. That was a really fun show. If you missed it on the Ocho on Rumble, go watch it. and it's on BitChute. BitChute loves boats. I don't know what it is, but 250 views on BitChute. All right, I'll take it.
You never thought you'd hear yourself say.
Nope.
BitChute loves boats.
The BitChute loves the boats. We are. Oh, we got a spit take. It's starting early. So yeah, we're live on seven places. Plus the chat's live in the Discord server for those who are in the Discord. And we're gonna be playing some Charlie Mack specials. So like you said, some covers, some original songs, some spoken word, a little bit of a salad, which we like.
Oh, I love salad. Okay. Let me get us all prepped here. I had to move some stuff for Catstro, but as soon as I pulled out the guitar, he took off.
So for those who were listening earlier today, I had about an hour and change sit down conversation follow up with Gen X Girl 1994. That was good. We talked a lot about her research and the links between this terrorist Zionist organization and the leader and his funding to Eric Adams and Richie Torres and the violence that happened last week at that thing in Brooklyn where they were auctioning off the land in Gaza to, of course, Zionists. No anti-Zionists or Palestinians welcome to bid on that, naturally. Thanks, Israel. But so she talked a lot about the research and the organization behind it, the people behind it, and the people they're influencing, and the things to look out for, the connections, and how they're all interlinked, and they're funded by by the Bill Ackmans and the Miriam Adelsons, and it's all part of a network. Yep. Indy on this, Chan. Yep. What? Yes, I'm here too. Jesse's just warming up. He's tuning up. But yeah, that'll be, I'm going to run that Saturday. I think Oz said that he and Shanda are not doing a show Saturday night, so I'll run it when their show would be. But but I'll also publish it as a podcast out to INN newsletter on Saturday morning. So look out for that. Friday night for the clip show, we'll rerun this, and that makes it easier on me because I don't have to do as much editing work, so that's good. And yeah, there's all good things happening, man. Lots of positive stuff. Check out INN.
Yeah.
I wrote the article shitting on Rockfin today. You're ready? All right, well, good. I'm done doing promos and talking, and I'd rather get everyone else. Oh, Javier's in the chat. What's up, Javier? Javier said that watching boats is like the greatest thing. Dude, Javier, we were on we were on Rumble only this week because we were doing uncensored so that we could play stuff that we would normally get copyright claimed for on YouTube. So go check out rumble.com/c/INN8theocho, and you'll be able to see the this week's, because I know you like to get wasted and watch boats. So there was a boats this week. It was just I didn't put anything on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna shut up and let this guy play. So what do we? This sounds good. I don't hear any fucking reverb.
All right, we're gonna get into part 2 of the Charlie set, which had some covers on it, and so I thought it'd be fun to kick off with those, do some original songs, and then wind our way to spoken word. So yeah, Charlie had Blue Monday on there because he's just a man of impeccable taste. So let's start with that.
Monday. Ah, a blue Monday. Gotta work, gotta slave all day. Yeah, come Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday. I'm so tired, got no time to play. Yeah, come Wednesday. I'm beat to my socks. My girl calls, gotta tell her that I'm out. 'Cause Thursday is a hard working day. Yeah, Friday I get my pay. Saturday morning, oh, Saturday morning, oh, my tiredness has gone away. I got my money, yeah, my honey, and I'm out on the stand to play. Sunday morning, my head is bad. Oh, but it's worth it for the time that I had. But I got to get my rest, 'cause Monday is a mess. Saturday morning, oh, Saturday morning, oh, my tiredness has gone away. I got my money, yeah, my honey, and I want on the stand to play. Sunday morning, my head is bad. Oh, but it's worth it for the time that I had. But I've got to get my rest, 'cause Monday is a mess.
Love that tune. And that's Blue Monday, since he didn't do it.
No, I didn't say it. Oh, God. It's oh, it's been a while. Jesus.
Rusty. That's great.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that brings me back to Roadhouse for some reason. That's the first time I heard that song was during Roadhouse, and there's like a party, and it's a party at the rich guy in town asshole's house, Brad Wesley. I have seen that movie too many times, and yeah, that song always stuck out. So always been a fan of it. That's great. That was good. That sounded clean as shit too.
The way you worded that, it sounded like the guy's name could be asshole. It wasn't the rich asshole guy. It was that rich guy asshole's house.
Well,
hey, we're all going to that rich guy asshole's. Which you might as well.
Yes, Reef Roadhouse. Yes, we dropped the Roadhouse reference. That's right.
That's fantastic.
Pain don't hurt. So good.
You coming through and I said, oh, oh, oh. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine and new technology. And now I understand the problems that you see. And I said, oh, oh, oh. I met your children now, oh, oh, oh. What did you tell them? go. I still remember how the jingles used to go. Well, they said, oh, 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 you were the first one, oh, 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 you'll be the last one. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
And that is Video Kill the Radio Star by the Buggles.
The Buggles. The very first song to ever play on MTV is a video. Little bit of trivia.
My favorite fun Buggles fact. Trevor Horn, the singer from the Buggles, wrote "Kiss from a Rose" for Seal.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of songwriting credits, but that's maybe the most surreal of them.
Did not know that. Shadow Hob over on the Kick. Good to see you, sir. Look at that. We got good crowd here already. We got 18 plus. And then we got Rumble. We're still live on Rumble, guys. We still do go live. And you know what? We proved that people will actually go to Rumble when we don't go to YouTube, because we did votes on Rumble and we had a good crowd Sunday night. But man, when we're live on YouTube, nobody goes there.
Turn my phone off or the world stops and it's all my fault. And I don't go in airplane mode, cause they know when the flight takes off. And I thought I was born for the storm, but tonight I wish the rain would stop. I wish the rain would stop. Said it feels like another day, but I can't stay, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't stay, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Love, I know I'm right, so I won't waste time to deny my doubt. And I just wanna know what's on your mind, but the Wi-Fi's out. And I thought I was born for the storm, but I just need a break in the clouds. Just a break in the clouds. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. I think I'm the same as what I create. I gave it my name to speak for me. And when it wanted a face, I showed it my face as good as my face could look for me. I filtered every smile and I edit every day. I just caught an eye. I can't say, 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, she said it feels like another day, but I can't say, 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone.
And that's airplane mode.
Oh, I'm definitely recording that one. That's going on the banks, dude. That was so crisp. That was like, all right, we're going.
I say I was.
We're
Sometimes
doing
you get to
good.
the end and it's like, oh, don't fuck this up. It's like you're on the last frame. You like bowled a
Right?
pretty fucking perfect game, so I
That
don't
was-
think about it too hard.
That was pretty. No 7-10, no 7-10s on the last shot there. That was good. You nailed it right down the middle there. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So yeah, no, that was fantastic. I'm just thinking, when I was doing some the other night, I think Effigies was the only one you did that once live. There was something else. Yeah, because airplane mode you did last week, it was a little scratchy. That was just perfect. And I think that we've only gotten Return of the Cursed Medallion 3 times, but I don't know if you've done Cursed Medallion, the first one. That's what, what's that called? It's got another name.
Oh, convention?
Convention.
Or,
Maybe
oh, you're
even,
talking Return?
but
Or the original
not
one?
the original one is Convention,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
I think you've only done that like once on the show. Maybe.
Yeah. That could be right, yeah. Boy, this has been a hot second.
I was gonna say, you gotta tell them what it is. I know what it is, but
See what that would be a B. Oh, God damn.
I believe this is Both Hands on Your Head. Am I correct?
It is.
See, I wasn't joking. I do actually know. Music therapy, everyone.
Okay, there we go. Ah. Okay, so this is off of the Grift. I think I've done this once acoustic, maybe twice,
I think twice. I could
but
search
not
it, but
consistently enough to remember how I played it. If that's what you were wondering.
But enough that I knew from the bass, from the guitar line what it was. Because the Grift, July 4th, 2022. That's the first album that came out after we started the show. So it's 2.5 years already. And we're still going with the handlebar mustache, I noticed. Sticking with the handlebars. That's for the mustache rides.
Okay. This is Both Hands on Your Head.
yourself. Don't know the streets where you find yourself. Go back to sleep, don't mind yourself. Both hands on your head, and when you dream, you're by yourself. Don't know the streets where you find yourself. Go back to sleep, don't mind yourself. Both hands on your head. Both hands on your head. Money's talking while hunger plays. Bunch of Nazi-loving child fuckers run the state. 911 is on some 1-800 CIA, while plastic pundits pump your trusts and fund your shallow graves. It's malice just for malice sakes. Congress houses wealthy corpses, breathing hexes, arming forces, spilling out 1 million greedy snakes from all their orifices. They're coursing down the Congress floor, across the aisle, out the door to curse 1 million more before they run their bloody courses. Clip your wings like Klippenstein, then out and burn your sources. See, collapse at times is hard to witness, other times it's gorgeous. And there's something satisfying in the act of watching something greedy choke upon the very thing on which it gorges. And there is something humbling blooming in the thought that once the dust has settled, mine could be the hand that clears the moss, lights the torches. Mine could be the voice that wakes the very fucking orchids. Mine could be the words that stir the armies in the orchards. That all the lowliest of roots, I'd be the one to call them forward. Let the very earth be witness first to see the fascists flail and flounder once they learn they're truly cornered. See, once they learn the class war is boiled down to looters versus hoarders. Let the earth observe their meager worth once they've been quartered. Laugh and say, I only followed orders. Kinda like the guy who flew the drone that leveled Doctors Without Borders. When classic Clinton morals launched a couple wars and off the books a dozen more. So Congress opened up the store and moved 250,000 mortars. And they bombed the legions out of those who wouldn't kneel before us. And now the stage is set and we're the starving chorus, who hunger not for justice but the leaders that ignored us. Who hunger not for justice but the leaders that ignored us. Go back to sleep, don't mind yourself. Let what you've seen rewind itself. And when you dream, you bind yourself. Both hands on your head. Both hands on your head. And that's both hands on your head.
That song goes hard. It does.
So I used to play that with different chords for the verses. And I like the bar chord here because if you suspend it, you get that dissonant kind of, It's pretty on this one. It goes nice and clean. And then you drop to that one, it's like, it's Lute Golain in Diablo 2.
I kind of like that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's, I kind of dig that jam. Right, now I'm picking up duplicates somewhere.
That's fun. I'm missing a string, so that would be essential for that song.
Yeah. master though.
Did we do the Geiger Age last time? I can't remember.
We did a couple of the Geiger Age songs, yeah. You know, I literally just had the list up.
I know we did Margot.
Yep, we did Not Margot and we did Geiger Age.
I can't remember if we actually did. We did Geiger Age itself. Okay.
Yep. What we did not do was Let's Take a Walk. Stroll Through the Ruins, and we didn't do Back the Other Way, and we didn't do Modern Style.
Okay, gotcha. I think the only two that he had on the list were Margot and Stroll Through the Ruins. And Geiger Age. Or no,
Margot
Stroll 3, yeah,
Age.
Stroll Through the Ruins.
Oh, right. He's got Stroll Through the Ruins. We didn't do that last week.
Yeah.
You were a little close to the mic on that one, by the way. That's a quickie.
Okay, let's do it. That one high might be a little rough, but you know, it is what it is. For as bad as I sounded last week, I'm grading on a curve. I'm thrilled with myself today. I'm patting myself on the back. I'm real happy. Okay. Let's stroll through the ruins.
Let's take a walk, provided radiation's low and the weather's good. We'll take a stroll through where there used to be a neighborhood. I host a clinic called The Finer Points of Settlerhood. Wish I could say it brings a crown. Oh, baby doll, doomsday went about as well as you said it would. And God, I tried to love the barman, I never could. There's such a heavy balm in the humid air of rotted wood. Wish I could clear the smoke and so you clouds. The meek will get the earth, though the earth will be long dead. The meek will gladly take what we can get. And that's a stroll through the ruins.
Just a happy tune about dystopia and hanging out. And
Just a little jaunt.
honestly, like you almost want to blast that for the people in Gaza right now. Like it's almost what they're dealing with, you know. It's fucking horrible, but that dystopia type of album, you know.
Yep.
Jeez. Let's.
Okay. I'm scratching stuff off my list here.
Right.
Geiger. All right.
So last week we did Fathoms and Light Years. You mean boats smashing into other boats? Dude, that was so much fun. Dude, that was great. Reef's like, I don't even know what the hell that song is. Like, what? Like, I played it for Heather. He's like, huh? Like, no, that's gonna be it now.
Okay. What is that? All right, we're going back to the virus, he said confidently.
Well, that seems to be the plan for all of our leaders these days, too.
Yes. Radigan.
Nice. Well, he doesn't know if he wants to run for Senate or President next, so we might as well help him make up his mind.
I don't need to say it at all myself, 'cause now you can see it. I don't wanna say that I lost myself, 'cause I didn't need it. Whoever I was when this started, I think that they'll stay in the past. And if that's all that I've lost when it's over, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. You see, I don't have the inflection for commercial rap appeal. I'm a little too subversive to be verified. Now if someday I should reach 10K, I'll retract it, I'll admit it, and I'll clarify. But in the meantime, I'll be underground where the air's beyond rarefied. Honestly, it's barely there, and honestly, it's paradise. I don't have a label that can tell me how my lyrics aren't conducive to the royalties of parasites. I am just one man in an 05 GMC with an iPhone 8 and a low-end mic trying to take down the DNC. Stay up late and go into a rage and record all night and wake the next day like, damn, that's me. So trust me when I tell you that your fury will articulate the things you're afraid to believe. You can tell 'cause I shake when I speak that there is anger in the air we breathe. And it's been liberally applied like the label of progressive. Slapped on every neoliberal spamming you their message. Slapped on every Buttigieg who tells you cozy up to your oppressors. Now pardon me if I don't trust a word out of Radigan the Lesser. Don't shut your eyes, love, the more you know the better. The worse you see, the sweeter. A peaceful revolution doesn't really fill a theater. A flint will start a fire and flint water douses it. But if you think it's safe to drink, you must have skipped the Kool-Aid and gone for the ether, 'cause I think you're fucking dreaming. Are you? No? Good. Me either. Alright, let's take a short breather. I don't wanna say it all myself, 'cause now you can see it. I don't wanna say that I lost myself, 'cause I didn't need it. Whoever I was when it started, I think that they'll stay in the past. And if that's all that I've lost when it's over, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that.
And that's Radigan.
That's Pete Buttigieg Radigan. Like that pretty much is like about Pete, right? Like,
Rat fucker Esquire.
you know, it's really funny, but our new director of the CIA, his name is John Ratcliffe. He was our former director of national intelligence. And during the show Saturday and Sunday night, Reef started calling him Rat Fuck. So this guy Rat Fuck, and it just stuck. So for the next 4 years,
As it should.
For the next 4 years, the head of the CIA is John Rat Fuck.
I love it.
So that
I can remember that.
That works.
It comes so trippingly off the tongue.
Right?
Rat fuck. That's usually what I just scream when I see any CIA someone on TV. Hey, that
Right.
rat fuck. Oh god. All right. I think it is time we slip over to the spoken word portion of the evening. Is that Crystal? Yeah.
Mayor
Okay.
Mayor Rat Fuck McCheatface. I love it. I love it.
Oh god.
Yeah, the clip that from that segment ran today on INN YouTube as well as over at Indie Media Today. We read a Carrie Wedler segment where she did kind of a dive into his background. It was like, yeah, he's not exactly like the anti-establishment, take down the deep state. He's more like basically a deep state creature. He was literally the director of national intelligence. He served under multiple presidents. He's just literally just a Washington magnet that's well connected. And he's carried out all like the awful things. And he thought Biden didn't go hard enough into Israel, to support Israel. And he didn't think he went into Ukraine fast enough. Like this dude's just like a super hawk. Great.
Yeah.
So that's the guy who's running CIA. And yeah, he's probably going to get a bigger budget because when they're talking about cutting the military budget, they're not really going to cut budgets. They're just going to shift that to something that's more that's more covert. So that's fun.
Stro.
I wanted to put
Guitars
up.
away. You're good.
Who was it? Somebody put something up that was very funny, and now I can't remember where it was. Where was it? Bitches love boats. That's a great fucking line right there because a bitch shoot loving boats. That's right. Bitches do love boats. Fred Edward is requesting Lightning does the work. Chad Brock at a later date, obviously. And let's see what else do we have here in chat. Beep boop from Charlie. Yep, we're beep booping along. Rat fuck is just great. It was very funny. Rat fink is not as good as rat fuck. True. Yes, we're actually live, Anna. This is no clip show.
This is real.
Live.
This is really us.
Yes.
Ask me something only the real Jesse would know.
No, what she said was that she really wanted to sing Stroll Through the Ruins in Nashville around the campfire with you. So I don't know if it's going to be Nashville. Again, they're talking about making another Third Eye Carnival closer to Jesse that might make it more accessible and easier for him to get to. We'll see. Or maybe we'll figure out a way, but I mean, we'll see what we can, where we're at here. We're at what, 18%. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there by the end of March, but
right.
If we're close, we'll talk about it with Steve and see what we can do. I don't know what it costs to get him there and stuff. So I know there's been some stuff come up. So, all right. So I've got Bandcamp up if you want to have lyrical
let's hop over
accompaniments.
we are going to Grift Home Companion.
Nice.
We're doing 2 pieces off of here. 2 pieces that go so well together, really.
I'm ready. I'm there.
My goodness, this cat. Okay. Starting off with Kent State Engage.
I love it. That's a good one.
Ow, cat. Goddamn.
All right, let me put you up there. That looks good. I'll take me out here.
The piece you asked me to write, Abundance of Scarcity, Andy could tell you. You might be able to find. I don't know if we have that one clipped out anywhere, but I bet you he could let you know what episode it was faster than I could. So, Castro, you can probably see him in the bottom right now. He's got his little co-host chair over here, and he's really, really enjoying it. Let me move. Oh, Stro, the people can't see you there, buddy. There we go. There he is.
Abundance of Scarcity. I actually put it on Friday night's clip show, the Sean clip show.
Oh, there you go. Friday night.
The
so
set
he's
list
been chilling
for
out,
that.
but he is snug in on the
Oh wait, hang on. Let me
on
push
the
you.
iPad, on the anything and everything. He's trying to snug it off the table.
Oh, Stro.
There's the boy.
Oh,
You're the guy.
he's leaning into that one.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be like, all right, leave me alone. I'm good.
Yeah. Get your belly. Oh. Yeah. What do you think?
See? No, I'm good.
Oh, no. Yeah. Tell me. Tell me all about it.
Kitty time.
Huh? Tell me all about it. What?
He's going to show you the goods is what he's going to do.
Right? What's up? Oh, you're gonna snug on that too? Oh. He found something. He just knocked something on the ground. He's like, fuck it, it's mine. Oh, that's my pick. No, I need that.
He's purring good too. He's happy. That's a happy boy.
Yep.
Happy boy. Okay. All right.
We're back.
Hi, everybody.
Let's you know what? Let's hang on. We're gonna redo the bowl. If I'm done singing for now, I can really get into this. I've already gotten my my affairs in order for my birthday, which involved treating myself a little bit more than normal. When I went to the CBD store to re-up.
Nice.
And I wanted to try one of what they call the moon rocks, which are just the tiny little, like,
dude.
the densest, weapons grade nug imaginable. So I'm going to be dusting a little bit of that into Friday's bowls.
Reef was showing me a moon rock, and I had never really seen one. And then he showed it like broken up, that they like dip the thing. They take a nug and they dip it in concentrate, and then they like dust it in keef. And it showed like video of them pulling the bud apart afterwards. It was like, oh, it's so gooey, and my word, that would get you high to the bejesus for days.
The guy warned me at the dispensary. He's like, just so you know, be careful putting this in a grinder that's like brittle, because it will brick your grinder. It's like throwing a fucking diamond in there.
Right? And what a waste too, because it'll all goo up in there, and you want to burn
exactly.
that.
I'm like, no, I'm not letting.
No, just drop that right in as is, boop, and take a little shave off it. If anything, you do like Goodfellas, you get the little razor with the garlic, and you shave off the little side, and you stick that on the top, and nice, make it last.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, well, Mouse is saying there are more than one kind of moon rock. One is Molly. Yeah, no, that's not the one we're talking about.
Yeah, no, this is from a fancy, overly sanitized dispensary. It feels
hey, at least you got those.
At a dentist office. Oh, it's amazing. No, it's like, I'm still just not used to it being such a, like, I know. The last time I was in there too, it's super adorable. There was a couple probably in their 70s, and the whole time they're ringing up, the woman just keeps looking at the guy and elbowing him like this and just like cheesing. It was so adorable. Like
bro, we've been waiting for this our whole lives. Are you?
I know.
Are you
so
happy?
Great.
Are you happy now? This is what you wanted. You got it. It's like, yes, I am very happy. I have to overpay and pay taxes for the shit that I've been buying my whole life illegally. And nobody ever gave me a hard time with, but I
was really proud of myself, because I was like, I don't need to go crazy. Like, just because it's my birthday, I'm going to get like one little extra something more than just my normal re-up, just to keep the lights on, But boy, when you walk in and start perusing around, it's like, it's not just gummies anymore. Like, do you want honey mustard pretzel sticks? Do you want a bath bomb? Do you want frosted flakes that are 200 milligrams of THC? I'm like, yeah, I want all of that.
Yes, the answer is yes to everything. I'll take this whole place home. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
So I said no to all those things. I am proud and ashamed that I said no to all those things.
Well, we will be rocking out and partying here Friday night for Clip Show and replaying this. So if you want to come celebrate and watch yourself play music on your own birthday.
Jess and I are playing a gig from 7 to 10.
Sweet.
But then afterwards, I'm gonna try to hop in as soon as we're done and I can. So, yeah. That's
great. So yeah, you guys played a set. You were saying like around Valentine's Day, and you had a piece that you wrote for her that she hadn't heard, right?
I did. That was nerve-wracking because I'd never actually like practiced it and played it through. And midway into our gig, she wasn't suspicious as to why I brought an extra guitar that I normally don't, which was good. Because it needed to be in another tuning. And second set, I all of a sudden like pulled her aside to a chair in the crowd and sat her down and played the song for her. And I only cried once, which is awesome. I thought it was going to happen way more. The song is 6.5 minutes. And I like got it all done and looked at it. I was like, oh shit. Like, how am I going to make it through this? And I did, but yeah, it went over really, really, really well. She really loved it. And the crowd reaction was great too. Everyone shut up in the bar for 6.5 minutes so I could play this song for her, and then they went back to talking. So it was I really appreciated it. Yeah,
that's great. Very cool. I'm glad to hear that you're playing gigs. That's good, because I know you guys, the main venue where you had your gigs had gone away, and it was kind of rough for a while. But
luckily we are gigging twice a month, which God knows it helps. And then I'm hosting an open mic on Wednesday nights for the time being. I don't know for how long, but every Wednesday for the time being, and I'll fucking take it.
Okay.
as long as they will have me, I will come do it. So yeah, so that's been nice. But between that and then work, everybody has had the fucking flu lately. Like I didn't feel as bad missing a couple days of work when like we had entire departments that were out and not functioning, like half of finance, the whole distillery, half of the can line. Like it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, and they're short-staffed and been laying off people and putting more workload on y'all anyway. So it's like, holy shit. And then half you getting sick. Now you're really, Cynic said on Friday that like you got off your forklift just long enough to throw up. I was like,
dude, I did. I felt like I was good. I woke up. I was like, okay, it's a short day Friday. It's 6.5 hour shift. I was like, I can do this in my sleep. Let's go. I'm feeling good. And I did. I felt good. Built a few orders, doing good. Getting on the forklift all of a sudden, though, was just like motion sick in a really weird way. I live on a forklift. And all of a sudden, just the little bit of serpentine weaving around a few racks, and I was like, I need to go throw up real quick. And once you pop, so all of a sudden it's like I would get on, I'd drive a little bit, and I'd need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
I came out of the bathroom the third time, and my boss is staying there. He's like, you sounded horrible. He said, unless you're like pregnant, you need to go.
You gotta go. Yeah.
I wasn't well enough at the time to come up with the perfect response, which would have been, do you mean you would make a pregnant man work under situations like this? Like, if I was this bad and pregnant, you would make me work.
They made the emoji and everything. It might as well.
Right.
Oh, dude, Crab made a hilarious meme about a week and a half ago. With this whole Ashley, whatever her name is, and Elon, it was announced that Ian Carroll is now pregnant with Elon's baby, and he put like a pregnant belly on Ian. Oh, dude, it's so good. You have to go check out Crab's page. It's very, very funny. Shout out to
that
to,
would
to
mean
the Big Mad
having
Crab.
to see Ian Carroll's face again. I've done a really good job of avoiding
It
that.
would. Well, especially the mustache. Yes. He's just a mustache.
It's you can tell when something has been federally crafted for maximum virality, and the over the shoulder cool looking up down at you angle thing with the mustache and the hair toss, it's too premeditated and coiffed to be authentic, and I hate to base it off of just that, but it's such a like,
look up at this, and I don't know about that, and he's pointing his shit up there, and
yeah,
and then
it's
Steve,
smug. It's a smugness that you can't hide when you feel like you're above what you're doing. There is not some humble sense of like, I'm presenting this to you, it's important. It's all he can do to keep up this charade of citizen journalist kind of. It's exhausting. It's really exhausting. I'm really happy to see how many people are like, oh, fuck this, like really finally getting it. But it took us too long.
It took a while. It took a lot of people a long time. And I got it pretty early. The Reef was all over it from the beginning. Like, nah, this guy,
Nick from RBN regularly posts the old infiltration handbook, and they do the same shit. And it's real easy to spot. Just like, print it out, put it up on your wall if you have to by your computer, so every now and then you can use that as the metric by which you analyze these posts. And
I actually have that
Ian Carroll
saved.
Doesn't make it through the first few filters of that. I swear to you.
Well, Steve had a line.
It's live, mastermind.
Steve had a line this morning about it on AM Wake Up. He had Adam Green on from No More News, and he said, when he cut the hair but didn't cut the cop mustache, didn't shave off the cop mustache, red flag.
Yep.
I thought that was really funny. They were just
like,
everybody
this
bagging
mustache
on him.
does not do what I want it to do. This side will be dripping down at one point. They're gonna go completely like this, like a Dr. Seuss character. Just like my glasses are permanently askew.
Yeah, that. It's hard to get.
Would I be a Fed with shitty lenses like these? Everybody, look at those acid stains and scratches.
Right.
So we're supposed to wear safety glasses at work because caustic chemicals, but the safety glasses place doesn't have glasses big enough for my fucking giant fat head. You literally would take my glasses and you'd take the safety glasses and they would fit inside there with
you, they
an
go
inch
right
clearance.
over it.
I'm how am I supposed to do? So they were like, well, we can just give you side shields. So I have the side shields, but it's still, if there's some caustic or some fucking
Who are these people?
Glass or whatever, it fucking dings the lenses. So suddenly these I'll take these off and I'll wipe them. I'm like, boy, that's not clearing up. I wonder why. And I hold it up. Acid and caustic has eaten away giant pockets of the protective film on these. So
that's hilarious.
You adjust. But my wife was trying to clean them one day and she's like, yeah, these aren't cleaning up. I was like, no, they live like that. That's just who they are now.
No, they're permanently scratched, huh? No, that's not just dirt. So I have it up on screen.
I'm until they're broken. I'm not
Take a look. If you catch yourself, if I catch you using CIA techniques used to infiltrate movements, I'm gonna call you out as an op. Period. I don't need to prove anything. Act like an op, and I will treat you like one. The U.S. left is infested with this garbage. This is October 22nd, 2023. All right, and this is 8 things to look at: general interference with organizations and production from the handbook. So check that out.
Yep.
I have that bookmarked, so if I ever need to refer back to it, I know where to find it. So I can always message an op and be like, "Yep, we caught you. We know."
Okay.
All right. Grift Home Companion. I'm at Kent State Engaged.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
Oh wait, wrong one. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let's do it. Kent State Engage. It feels like every other day is Kent State, and we're the people watching from the safety of the gate. We're muttering repeatedly, we're gonna be okay. And little did we know our fate was forged and on its way. Little did we know our last names were on a collar with a binary chain. Little did we know they're only working through the A's. So at most we've got a couple days of listening to all those precious freedoms fade away, watching all your neighbors learn in real time how they never really had them anyway. Watching as we occupy ourselves, and you can try to occupy yourself, but eventually you're gonna have to reckon the embarrassment of seeing that the terrorists were speaking perfect English and they looked just like yourselves. And you could smell a power trip distinctly American. You could hear the hate in their voices so well. You recognized the boots when they pressed into your face and the sweet familiar taste of the composite shell. And suddenly the film decides to pause itself. Suddenly the animals that wither in your cage would sooner claw themselves. Suddenly we start to see a fascist is a fascist, and it doesn't fucking matter what they call themselves. Suddenly we start to see their colors are irrelevant. Suddenly the film is turning black and white, and all the red and blue feels just as far away and long ago as civil rights. And suddenly it's Groundhog Day on the Kent State firing line. And you're a student holding up a picket sign. You're a dying breed before a generation born with all its senses in the sand unless it's dinner time. A generation undereducated in the hopes that their capacity for questioning their station might be minimized. A generation dancing to the same song witnessed by a million eyes. A generation struggling to save itself when all our means to aid ourselves were weaponized. Poverty was branded on our skin and we were tased or made to step aside. Kettled into gutters, and the ruling classes laughing as they pass us by. A ruling class of warped, perverted sadists, so empowered by our capitalist system, their humanity's impossible to recognize. So fattened off our taxes and our blood and our misfortune that they'll never die. They'll be comfy somewhere else that Bezos terraformed and colonized when Earth is sunken under waves of human refuse and we all get left behind, terrified. Our first mistake was standing by and watching human suffering incentivized. The last of our mistakes was probably painted on a sign at Kent State that never made it past the censor's eyes. Shouted down to ashes under angry crowds of Semper Fi. When it's on your block, your only option might be frozen to the spot and truly petrified. Like you heard the first shot at Kent State and it went through your sign and right into somebody's side. And we'll all go down in history as police-assisted suicides. So tell the founding fathers that we sing the songs of patricide, chanted out in triplicate, unanimously ratified. And that is Kent State firing line.
Yeah.
Kent State engaged.
Kent State firing line.
That's not
Nice.
Kent State firing line.
No, that's another piece soon to be coming maybe at some point. Kent State engage. That's a shout out to Captain Picard, right? No, I'm kidding. So you said we were going to do two pieces off of Home Companion.
We are doing Met Gala Airstrike.
Met Gala Airstrike. I like that one.
Charlie had two suggestions off of this record, and again, they pair well together.
Yeah, well, Natalie
right.
Natalie Brunell, it's really funny. I meant to say in the thank yous on Sunday night, Natalie Williams. Natalie Williams gave this week. And I said Natalie Brunella had a Freudian slip because the Golden Monarch, Natalie Brunell's like a Bitcoin Zionist crazy influencer person that Monarch is like obsessed with what she does. And so it came out that, but it just made me think about that. It's very funny because Met Gala Airstrike, she made a for the crypto ball, which was kind of like the Met Gala for the crypto people. She had a dress made that instead of saying tax the rich, hers said fix the money. It was a red dress with white lettering on the back, just like AOC's tax the rich. And then she tweeted, AOC, you inspired me for this, but it's not about taxing. It's about... Oh, it was gross. but it's just. So I'm sorry, Natalie, to even affiliate your name with Natalie Brunel, who I don't like, but we love you and we thank you. But Natalie gave Cash App, Anna gave Cash App, and Sean just hooked us up as well on Ko-fi. So thank you, everyone. You've seen ko-fi.com/Indie News Network, Cash App, $ Indie News Network, same thing, INDIE. You can also do paypal.me/Indie News Network. Or you can do INNnewsletter.com. That's where we put out like daily and weekly updates and podcasts like Gen X Girl stuff. I don't really have any other place to distribute that, so it works. I mean, we'll do a live stream Saturday night with it, and we'll put that out via podcast to all the platforms like Spotify. So all right, I've got Met Gala Airstrike up, and I see Stro has joined you.
Come on, Stro.
The apple is lit, and I am muting.
Influencer TikTok, capitalist pig dog, immigration flip-flop lobbied via rim job. Met Gala airstrike, A-lister scrimshaw, paparazzi lip sip the scandal as it drips off. You know, I'd love to meet our leaders that were tipped off back when COVID was a few of us with wicked coughs and be like, sorry, Mr. Senator, that you don't speak in terms of human worth, just in kickbacks and dipped stocks, and then punch that motherfucker like a shift clock. Hurry back home to my stack of straw dolls with their limbs off, where Biden's on the screen and he's confusing Xi and Kim Jong. He's talking out his SIM card like someone plugged him in wrong. But then we hit the gist, and suddenly his pitch drops. He whispers right at camera one with his fist balled. His words hang with the subtlety of a lynch mob, and he says, rat your neighbor out and get a $5 voucher for the CIA gift shop. Hell, you'll even get a free stick of boot-flavored lip balm. Every day we make enough consent to fill a strip mall. So when I say eat the rich, I'm talking still raw, bone in, limb by greedy limb with a skill saw. Picture, if you will, a modern take on Naked Prey starring Bill Maher. Picture misery deeper than a reach in Biden's pill jar. You pull a fistful out and down it, honey, here we are. The future's full of shit and clear enough to know we're better veering off and fleeing far. Somewhere Jeff will never think to look beyond the fading stars. Beyond the homeless camps they came and swept for the parade of stars, who showed their faces proudly while we covered ours. Met Gala butcher block. We feed the hungry and we tax the filthy rich until they fucking starve. Poke the hornet's nest enough, eventually it comes apart. Eventually I'll run my course and numb my art. I'll snuff these little embers out and clean my car. Wait it out enough and then my sample bank will seem bizarre. Just foreign clips of fuzzy inspirations that I've washed away or smoked beneath a half a dozen years of char. Until I've long forgotten that familiar buzz of pressure in my ears when it's just me alone with thoughts of drones, Boston dogs, BlackRock homes, and women wearing maiden's garb. The times when privately I wondered if we'd ever shake these chains of ours when every vote for lesser evil yields another toxic barb. A pox on your democracy, a swelling in your child's heart. Before the time to educate ourselves is gone and suddenly our trial starts. Those among you capable of standing, please rise. Wipe the crocodile tears from your landlord's eyes before the trial starts. All rise, and the trial starts. And that is Met Gala Airstrike.
And of course, guilty as charged. Because it's not really a trial. It's not really a trial. It's already been predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm reading a couple of these lines and I'm like, wait a minute. Was that Biden or was that Trump? He whispers right at the camera with his fist balled, rat your neighbor out, get a $5 voucher for the CIA gift shop from Ratfuck. Right? You'll even get a stick of boot-flavored lip balm. Well, there's been certainly enough MAGA bootlicking to go on the last month or so. We make enough consent to fill a strip mall, 100%. Right? So, like, again, I'm reading this and it just reminds me again, it's a uniparty and Biden's blue Trump, Trump red Biden. They're really so much the same person. And then this one too. Drones, Boston
For a second,
dogs.
I thought you said Biden blew Trump, and I was like, I can't get that image out of my mind now. Thanks for that, Andy.
Gracious. No. No. But drones, Boston dogs, BlackRock homes, and women wearing maidens garb. Jesus. Yep. That's Met Gala airstrike for you, everyone.
All right. Jumping over to the coming of spring. Perennial or otherwise, choose your flavor.
Perennial has the lyrics. Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, so perennial. Civil War.
Civil War. All right.
Charlie, fantastic choices. Incidentally, so if you were wondering what we're doing next episode, it's Charlie Mac Part 3, the final chapter. Because there are literally 10 songs
And more.
after I do these spoken word pieces. And it's really... a lot of them are kind of best of. I mean, there's some bangers. Through the Eyes, Hooky, Ghost on the Lawn,
Wow.
Grift. Yeah, I want to figure out a different way to do Through the Eyes that I've never done before. Life in the Red, like,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm excited. Next episode's gonna be like, it'll be Charlie Mac Part 3, but essentially also functions as like a greatest hits. Those are, especially Ghost on the Lawn is one of my favorite songs I've ever written. So we're gonna fire off a couple more spoken word pieces.
All right, I got Civil War up.
Civil War locked and loaded. Beautiful. If you're wondering what that occasional sizzling sound is, Stro is underneath the desk, and he's laying in the box that the laptop came in, and he's making aggressive biscuits on it, and every now and then you just get this full claw rake across it, and it's just this very ASMR kind of sound.
I love that you saved the box from the laptop. The laptop arrived like 7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
You still got the laptop.
Yep.
Funky Monkey, Love You, Jesse. New album song? What do you mean new album song? Which one?
Oh, yeah, which one? Cut the Lights. Can I show you something in a Cut the Lights?
Cut the Lights is good. Life in the Red 2.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that's going to be on there. Technically, Airplane Mode
Yep.
was.
You can do Minx.
Minx will be. What else will be? Outsourced.
Yeah.
These are all viable options. Anyways, let's get into some Civil War.
All right. Let's go.
I know it's hard to pay attention, but I need you eyes up right now. Try to give me just a little more. At the risk of sounding like a pessimist, I think it's safe to say that brighter days might be laying down 6 feet beneath the floor. At the risk of sounding too accelerationist, I think we just might need a civil war. To stand a chance against a ruling class who rig the game and spend a fortune more than we could ever save on an ad campaign to explain how we're looking at an even score. They complete the ritual and disappear through hidden doors. They wrap up a speech about a water crisis, warning you to ration every drop, and you get thirsty at the thought and turn around to find them sitting at your table, calmly sipping yours. They've set up travel offices, locked up all your faucets, started shitting on your kitchen floor. Like, thanks for your support, bitch, votes for more. We could keep this going like an open sore. Watch your squat estate turn into storage wars. Watch them turn your will into an order form. Order up the perfect storm. An unassuming operative, a court-approved surveillance and coercion, one which the most studious observer would confirm as nothing more than your nasturtium. One in which the utterly malignant Mr. Musk has swapped out all the chlorophyll for Tesla chloroform. Propagating seeds that breed a lord of war, that wait to germinate until the day that Tesla's set to merge with Amazon. So begins the long descent of Babylon, when all your churches, homes, and little monuments are trampled on. And while I know the sound will be so sickening, I also know a little part of me is going to wish I had my sampler on. to capture all the screams of disbelief from the insulated, gated, safe communities that never seemed to care how many bodies all their land was on. 'Cause now they're all patrolled by the same soulless soldiers that when they pull you over couldn't give a flying fuck if it's a taser or a gun that their hand is on. And some are only in it for the thrill of knowing every day they're making sure another kid is finding out their dad is gone. Now who'd have thought that Biden's racial jungle would be planted here by Amazon?
And that's Civil War.
That's Civil War, and that's Civil War. I really hope of all the lines that could come true that we'll look back on and be like, wow, you called that? What year was that? I really hope the Tesla set to merge with Amazon one never happens. I really don't want to be right. I don't want that to be true. That was one I was just like, let's just have fun with it. But I mean, eventually they're all going to just kind of coalesce into one.
It's going to be by and large, B&L.
It'll be called the U.S. government, and it'll just be, yeah.
I mean, isn't that what Wally was basically about? By and large, that owned, like, we thought it was Walmart at the time, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was not even close. Amazon was just getting started, and
it's
Apple,
people,
right?
All right, we are jumping to, and then the Sky Slammed shut.
Nice.
I don't come back to this album enough.
No, it's definitely a deep cut album.
Dare I say the relayer of my spoken word albums?
For the Yes fans in the house,
right? All right, and we are doing the title track.
Yeah, last one, and then the Sky Slam shut. I think did I do that Friday night on the clip show? I think I might have when you would and a lot of these you have not done. Like, I don't think you've done February Field. You know,
probably not,
because they're not exactly the most kind of happy pieces for sure.
Right.
But it is the 2-year anniversary of East Palestine, so it is kind of a good time to pull these out and start dusting them off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've done 2 stories on How Do We Miss That in the last couple of weeks about how the town of East Palestine actually settled with Norfolk Southern, and they basically accepted about $23 million, and that was for the town itself, but that wasn't for the residents. And then we come to find out that the statute of limitations was 2 years, so they only had until that 2-year anniversary to file a lawsuit, and over 700 residents filed lawsuits.
Damn.
And the way that it worked out was whatever you got from the town was based upon your proximity to the blast itself, and the further away you were, the less you got. So it was just absolutely garbage how they handled all of that. And I'm hoping that there will be courts that are friendlier to the residents there and aren't going to fuck them over because, you know, Trump in office, judges that are, you know, kind of deferential to big business over the public, because we're going to have one probably in Conyers, Georgia, come up where they're going to sue, and we're going to see a lot more of these things come up. So they're going to need to set some kind of precedent. All right. You're out of the stout convo. Yeah, I'm not a stout guy either, Sean. I'm a smoky guy, not a drinky guy. So I'm right there with you. All right. So I have, and then the Sky Slam shut up and ready. And it's a short one, so I'll mute. Let's go.
All right. I dreamed last night of lifeless skies, of hands that blocked the sun, of rain at dawn that burned my eyes and made the colors run, where I stumbled down a hillside in a deep-scored Titan rut. I breathed in deep, I smelled the fuel, and then the sky slammed shut. Today I watched a line of clouds hang sickly in the haze as they stood before the towering blaze, imploring us to stay. Then something made me look above. I couldn't tell you what. I saw a writhing, falling dove, and then the sky slammed shut. Today I watched the hand that feeds condemn us to our homes. I watched them curse the very air and leave us there alone. Today I watched the hand that feeds dig scraps out from my gut, pour chloride on each sprouted seed, and then the sky slammed shut. I felt some massive pressure pull me prone upon the ground, so that in my very marrow I was conscious of the sound. I heard the groan of twisting tracks. I heard each snapping strut. I felt the roar go up my back, and then the sky slammed shut. And in that morbid instant, how the soil seemed to cry, how the very dirt formed violent words that pried open my eyes, and I saw our faults that ran so deep that left the cleanest cuts. I felt the quivering earth beneath, and then the sky slammed shut. And that is And Then the Sky Slammed Shut. From And Then the Sky Slammed Shut.
I saw the sheen in the water in the ponds, and then the sky slammed shut. Oh, man.
I had to pet Stro at full blast to make sure he didn't meow, because if I stopped, he was going to go, "Ow!" Like, don't, for a minute and 47 seconds, you're getting like the kind of pets that he's like, if I could stop. All right, this is a little much.
Ominous Anna says.
I had a friend on Twitter who was considering doing some readings and was looking for pieces to just practice reading, and I sent her this, and she sent me back the recording. She didn't ever want to post it, and I didn't, if she wasn't comfortable with it being shared, I obviously didn't. But it was really cool to hear someone with a really like posh British accent read And Then the Sky Slammed Shut. Like it was really cool. So yeah, that's a really good piece to have someone else read, because the rhyming pattern is fairly obvious. I feel like some of my stuff, if I hand it off to someone, I don't know if it's very clear where the spacing and pausing and rhymes would be, because I don't necessarily type everything out rigid for like rhyming words at the end of each line. Some pieces I do, others I don't. But this is one I feel like I would love to just have like everyone record this piece kind of thing, because it's short and it's straightforward, but also the most like, I don't know, it's nightmarish, but also very not far at all from how things were. It was very much like just something out of hell, just massive black plume, and the effects on people and wildlife, and for them to just be like, no, you're fine, don't leave. Why would you leave? It's fine.
What? Toxic? What? By the way, that is a flesh vessel that Jesse is drinking out of. I noticed. Couldn't help but notice.
The flesh vessel.
The flesh vessel has made its return.
He's back.
Anna wants Toro sushi, and I'm with Anna because I'm a big fan of the tuna and the Toro sushi. I'll keep all that with you, and they can have all the chocolate. I like chocolate too. I like chocolate and Toro, not together necessarily, but I like them both. Beef Wellington and crawfish, and yeah, lots of things. And although my parents tell me that I'm my parents, my wife tells me that I'm incredibly picky when it comes to food. No, I just know what I like. That's all. I'm 50. That's what happens. You get to 50 and it's like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want to eat kids' chicken nuggies anymore. Like, I'm done. And when you have, kids my age, that's kind of a hard thing because they're always around.
Right. Yep. Right.
Oh God, it had a "I'm not poisoned, you're poisoned." That's a very Geiger aged line right there.
Oh wait, who did Russell make a crack about? I'm curious.
Russell? Oh, I missed that one. I think Reef said something about it yesterday or today.
Okay.
What do we got left?
I think that's it.
Let's see. I got Blue Monday, Video Killed the Radio Star, Airplane Mode, Both Hands on Your Head, Stroll Through the Ruins, Radigan, Kent State Engaged, Met Gala Airstrike, Civil War, and then the Sky Slam Shut. Did I miss something? I think that's...
I think you're right, yeah.
I think that's it. I've been writing them down as you play them, and then I'm like, oh shit, I was so into it, I forgot like 3. And then I got to catch up.
Stroll Through the Ruins. Yeah, that's right.
Charlie's got the playlist. Charlie is the playlist master. So Cynic, we're gonna have to start the Cynic playlists soon on Clip Show. That will probably begin next Friday because this Friday we're gonna replay, and then well, while we're figuring out if we're going to do anything else or what's next, I'll put up the supporter slide. All the amazing people that have supported and tipped INN and supported the media they want to see and help make the media they want to see, because we're not beholden to advertisers. We are not beholden to anyone but you. We don't answer to anyone. And again, I said this the other night, like, you see people kind of go easy on certain other people because either they like them or they're involved with their show somehow, and it's like I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to remain objective and not have to worry about sponsors or worry about it pissing off an advertiser or a friend of an advertiser. So we just don't have any, and that just makes it much easier. It's a value for value system, as Steve likes to say. By the way, if you didn't catch AM Wake Up today, Adam being no more news. He's incredibly censored for being very anti-Zionist and anti-Israel, and right about what he was saying the whole time. It's just that he was a couple years ahead of everybody else, and people were thinking that he was an anti-Semite for it. And no, it just turns out that he saw what what was happening before anyone else did, was sounding the alarm, and it sounded weird to a lot of people, but that was a really interesting hour and a half. Plus, I always love listening to Ryan Christian. It was T-Lab Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Ryan is the second mic over on AM Wake Up. They got a good show over there, good crew, and they go hard, and sometimes they get a little spicy, but I prefer it. I really like the anti-corporate, anti-capitalist, and talking about stuff that's what's going to happen 6 months down the road. Where's this going? And look, we knew Trump was going to be bad. We knew that there were going to be Zionists all over the cabinet. We knew that there was going to be fealty to Miriam Adelson and that they were going to allow for destruction of the West Bank and all those things. Like, okay, now we see all that happening, which is terrible. Yeah. And we know that nobody's going to try to stop it. Now, what's going to play out? Where's that going? And how are they going to... Well, now we see a peace agreement coming for Russia-Ukraine, where they're now going to focus, and I think Fiorella and Vanessa Beeley talked about this, is that they're going to focus more on the Western Hemisphere. They're going to focus more on the sphere of the circle of influence that they have more control over, rather than sending troops and stuff all the way east to Asia, to the Middle East. They're going to focus on South America, Central America, taking the Panama Canal maybe, or something going on with Mexico, and bullying Canada, and they're threatening to take Greenland. This is where we kind of see the tea leaves starting to move. So it's really interesting, and again, I appreciate the insight and the dry humor that Steve brings, and
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, you know, it feels like we grew up in a lot of the same ways and watching a lot of the same shows and the same references and the Carlins and the Bill Hicks and a lot of like the cynical comedians that we both listen to and watch. I don't know, you know, he's an acquired taste, but you know, it took a while. I know for a long time I had a big problem with it. I had canceled and blocked for a while, but he turned me around, man. I gotta say. You know, doing a show with Pasta every day for a year certainly helped. But yeah,
What I always told people was like, when I first got into this space, there were some things that Steve would say, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." And then a few months later, it would come true, and without fail, I was like, "Oh no, he's not just pulling these out of thin air. These are based in. So he knows his shit." And sure enough, like eventually, I'm like, "All right, no, I gotta give credit where credit's due." Like, or very early on, you're like, not sure what to make of everybody, but man, Steve doesn't. He very rarely misses, you know.
Yeah. And now we've been going
again,
back
like
and
you said,
forth
he's not
Rockfin.
for everybody, but neither am I. So I feel like the best things aren't for everyone.
Right. So you know, we were he and I were kind of going back to back on Rockfin this week. So for those who didn't know and don't know what's happening, Rockfin, Steve tagged Rockfin in a thread that he was actually trying to direct a Rumble to say, look, we're one of the top streamers on Rockfin, and if you guys didn't just suppress our stuff, and if you put us like at the top of your feed once in a while and showed people who we are, we got 250 people watching without any help at all. Imagine where we'd be if you gave us a little bit of love. And somebody responded, was like, you know, Rumble's right-wing, you know, YouTube, and he's like, yes, I know that, but unfortunately, Rockfin seems to be tanking their site, and Odyssey isn't quite there yet. And Rockfin got upset and was like, are you serious, bro? And so he's like, yeah, I'm serious. And he let him have it. And then I jumped in and was like, yeah, you guys suck. And you haven't fixed our channel. You haven't fixed your tech. You fucked people over on the Ray token. So I published a new article today over at Indie Media Today this afternoon called Rockfin's Bizarre Behavior, because what they did to Steve after all of this was basically pull like one of these, well, we're a premium platform and we charge a premium price for our service, and if you're not happy, we'll be happy to offboard you. Let us know. And it was like, wow, okay. You know, so he claps back. I'm literally your most liked and watched creator. Your response to reasonable questions is to tell me to offboard? Fuck no. I've been kicked out of better bars by bigger bouncers. Handle your business and give us a reason to promote you. And I said, absolutely right. And then it turns out they're bailing on the Ray token. So I wrote this whole article up, and you can kind of go through all the play-by-play there and watch Steve and I talk about it on Friday's AM Wake Up Show. I joined at the end of the Independent Review. That's always a good time. Check that out. Every Friday, they do a compilation clip show, and we've been simulcasting that to INN's Twitter because they don't have a blue check. So you can always check it out there. Plus, Rumble went down yesterday, and basically the only place that you could watch the stream uninterrupted and ad-free was on our Twitter account. So proud to be able to do that. Happy to be able to help out. And we're not doing anything at that time anyway, so it just kind of works and fits. So,
real quick before we go, I didn't want to make too big of a presentation about it, but a good friend of mine that I have known for a long time just lost his only child in really, really horrific circumstances. He's a really private dude, and I was hesitant about even like having posted on Twitter, but I posted the GoFundMe link for their funeral costs for him, and I'm gonna drop it here in chat. If anyone has time to share it, it means a lot. So let me see if I can actually drop it in here. Or maybe it's too big. Lovely.
Ugh.
Never mind. Thanks, YouTube chat.
What about the
so much.
What about the Twitter link? We can get the Twitter link in there, I'll bet.
If I can do that.
Go to the Discord. There's a Jesse Jett channel in the Discord.
Okay, here we go.
That you guys all can't see.
Let's see. Okay, this should be fine. Let me try this one. This is a shorter link. Let me try this. Okay, there we go.
There it is. I got it.
Night before his 18th birthday. And my friend's had a really shit year so far. It's been just kind of like one thing after another that he just like couldn't seem to catch a break. And I don't know how you come back from that under normal circumstances, let alone after you've already been just going through it. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you can't donate, at least share the tweet. I put a link to the tweet, so
honestly,
more people
getting eyes on it just makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah. So and I hate to...
already to everyone that if you have like I know Charlie shared it and like Cynic and everyone I appreciate it because it's nice that even with Twitter being as spotty as it is. We know how to mutual aid, man. Someone said once that leftist Twitter is just us sharing the same $20 around on GoFundMe back and forth. They're
Very
not
true.
too far off.
Very true.
But again, that's what it takes a village, and I couldn't have asked for a better village. And I love you guys.
Right.
So yeah, hug yourselves for me, hug your loved ones, etc.
Yeah. Funny enough, I got a phone call this afternoon that. One of my very first, I was in a car business for a long time, and I used to sell things to car dealerships. And one of the first people who was one of my big customers who worked at a car dealership, turned out she died in her sleep. And somebody called me today and told me, and I got the news. I was like, this is someone who congratulated me when I had my kids, and through all the career milestones, and we stayed friends for 20 years. And it's just This is what happens, I guess. Sorry to all the youngins in the crowd,
right.
but when you start to get to the north side of 50, I guess they start dying off, and you have to start preparing yourself for that, which is weird.
Yeah.
And then just the fact that you're surviving and outlasting all these other people is a testament to something else, and. It just it puts the whole thing in perspective, and again it's why I love doing these streams. It really is music therapy, and lets us kind of forget about all the bullshit that's going on for a couple hours and just have some good times, and I love you all for that as well. So thank you so much to everyone who supported tonight. Support independent media because we need it more than ever, and we'll be back Sunday night Friday night replay, Sunday night. How do we miss that in boats? And a week from Tuesday, we'll be back. Now, this Tuesday, allegedly, a week from today, there will be a new show. I don't know if it's going to be on INN. I think it's going to be on a brand new channel that will be starting. Look for more announcements. Himbo and Crab are going to be working on something. So keep an eye out for that. But there'll be a rebrand of Politically Homeless / whatever it is. And I don't want to kind of pull the cover off of that too early, but yeah, keep an eye out for that a week from Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and then they're gonna probably go on the alternate Tuesday nights that we don't go. That's the idea. So we'll have a show every Tuesday night for you. And otherwise, again, support independent media. We need it more than ever. Love you all. See you soon.
Who are these people?
Can keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? And now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. know why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen.
What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first?
God, I thought we were founded on abolishing the tyranny of those who would starve a village all to live empirically. And I regret that I have only one life to give for my cause.
Who are these people?